Hey guys, Trey Lewellen here, and we are on Unstoppable Core week number 10. It's been an amazing ride so far, and I wanted to make this a special one. So we're gonna do a DIY, do-it-yourself project, which is creating a whiteboard. How cool is that? So when our mastermind clients come to the office, we do a big tour, and they're always like big wide eyes open because we have whiteboards that string down the walls. And the reason is we create what we call a zero resistance atmosphere, which means that, hey, me and a colleague are talking, they're like, you know what, I got an idea, let's talk about that. So we can just jump real quick to a whiteboard and start doodling around. So we have whiteboards throughout an entire office. But here's the thing, is when you go to local retail stores, like a little whiteboard's like $100 or like $200, it's ridiculous. And then there's also like that whiteboard paint now that's like $200 for a can. It makes like a little space and it's just totally not worth it. So I'm gonna show you exactly what we do, and I'm gonna show you exactly how we build our whiteboard walls and make them look clean and classy, and they're about 12 bucks. So here we go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go build a whiteboard together today. So this is pretty much a tutorial on how we make whiteboards and then how you can go out and make your whiteboards. And please do me a favor. In the comments below this blog article, post a picture of your whiteboards. I'd love to see what you're doing. All right, so if we're ready, we're gonna go do this, and we're gonna have some fun. So let's go make some whiteboards. All right. All right, we're here. We are, of all places, we're at Home Depot. So we're gonna go in here, I'm gonna show you exactly what we purchased, where to kind of find it, what section it's at, and then we're gonna grab all that, take it back to the office and put it up and show you how we do that. All right, so let's go. All right, so we're at aisle 28 down here, so this is molding. And so we're gonna walk right down here real quick, and I'll show you where the panels are. All right, so what you're looking for is this panel board right here. So this is $12.97, about 12, 13 bucks. But here's the panels, so they're about 8, what are these things? I think they're 4x8s is what they are. Now you want the thicker ones, so if you come back down here, this is pretty thick. So you want something that is not flimsy. There's another panel board that's the same type of thing, so I don't want you to get that confused. This is what you want. And then on the back here, you'll notice that it's just blank. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use some glue to put this on the wall. I don't like to use screws. A lot of people have put screws in these things, and I don't like that because basically it takes up marker space, and then it just looks bad on the wall. Like I've seen so many people hit screws, and then you got air bubbles and stuff. So we're gonna put this back on the shelf. We're gonna grab some glue, and then I'll show you what that looks like here too. So let me put this right here. So ironically, here's what we use. It's already sitting here. So we use liquid nails. That's what we use. What's this cost? $3, so $4. This will give you about 2 boards. So you got a 4x8 board. This will do about 2.5 boards. And then I'm gonna show you back at the office how we put the glue on. Now, keep in mind, I had this question. So I was like, how do you get it off? You don't. So this is gonna be on the drywall and it doesn't come down. But it's as simple as that. So as you see, we got the panel right there. We're gonna put that in the truck. We're gonna grab a couple of them, and then we're gonna grab a couple of these tubes. And that's it. That's all we hit back. So as you can see, 12 bucks for the board, $3 for that. So realistically, $1.50. So $13 for a 4x8 whiteboard. We're on to something. All right, so let's go ahead and check out and get out of here. All right, so we are here at the office. We have our whiteboard, we have our liquid nail, and we have the star of the show, which is Uncle Frank. All right, so here's what we've done. This is a little bit more intense of a board because we had to cut some holes. But more than likely, we don't really cut holes. We just cover it all up. We don't have outlets, but in this case, we had some outlets that we had to do. So we went ahead and pre-cut those, so do that if you need to do, but realistically, we just usually put the board right up. So we're gonna put the glue on, if you wanna start doing that. So Frank, he's gonna do it the way that we've always done it, which is pretty much putting glue on the board. But if you have a contractor like Uncle Frank, which you can see here, I don't know if you can see this, but he actually went ahead and did what's really awesome is he measured twice here to make sure that where the board's going, so he knows exactly where that's gonna go. The other thing that we run into down here is this flat edge. So this flat edge is what we would stand the board on this. As you can see, he's kind of put a plank right here, so we're gonna see where that sits. But what we would do is just put that right there, and then you have to hold it. So the thing is this board is extremely heavy for sliding down a wall, and that's why I like putting the glue on the board, because that allows it to go right where it needs to be, and then that board is going to slide. So you just kind of put some pressure on it, and you want to make sure it doesn't gap. So I'm going to show you that in a little bit, or in a moment, how it won't gap or how it will gap. And what we do to fix that, we just take a lint cloth and kind of rub the board on here to make sure the glue is connecting and kind of spreading that glue out underneath the wall. Now here's the thing, is you got to know, we are putting liquid nail glue on this bad boy, which means it's not coming down. So Frank said if you don't want to do the liquid nail, you could screw it on the wall. The other thing that you could do, which I thought was kind of a neat idea, is put another layer of drywall on the wall and then put the whiteboard on top of that. So that's just kind of some different ideas. But I like putting all the whiteboards flush, and then, man, it looks so good because this whole wall is just going to be all whiteboard, and that's going to allow us just to do that zero resistance atmosphere and make sure we're ready to rock. So how many, was that one tube? Was that one tube? 2. Oh, 2 tubes. Holy smokes. So I said 1 at Home Depot. Looks like Frank's going to go about 2 here. So what do you think? About 2, one tube of board almost, because he went pretty thick on that. The other thing you want to be careful of is being really thick on these edges, because that's going to go like this out, and that's going to go on that wall. So you definitely don't want that as well. But again, that's a little being OCD, but it depends how you go. So we'll watch for that. We're going to put this board up here. So as you can see, it takes about 2 people. I'm going to help him line this bad boy up. That's all set. All right, so here's where, so as you can see how this gap is happening right here? So we're going to hold that, and depending on what board you get, you want to make sure they're all flat. And you just want to kind of rub it, and this one, see if that one's gapping out, because what will happen is the glue will get hard, and then you got that gap forever, and you definitely don't want that. So we need like a stool or something, or a ladder. Grab this real quick. So let's see. I usually get up here and just put that right there, and sometimes you just got to hold it, but right now he's got this board holding it, which is really nice. See, I'm getting a gap down here, so we're just, it's an easy do-it-yourself trick right there. Just make sure it's flush. And like I said, if you don't have that board at the bottom, you just hold it. You just hold it right there and make a nice stance, and that way it doesn't gap on you. Looks real nice. So that's one board up, and so we're going to do, as you can see, we're going to do this entire wall with whiteboard. It's going to look real nice. This is our conference room. This is what a finished product looks like. This is 1, 2, 3. This is 5 4x8 boards. So as you can see, they're all nice and flush. They look amazing, and you can write on them really well. Hello. And so anyways, a lot of people ask, well, how's it erase? It erases just fine. We use rubbing alcohol to erase our whiteboards, so that's an idea for you. The other thing is well, but where do you store the markers? Got the perfect solution for you. So what we do is you're going to get these from IKEA. So IKEA has these. These come from the kitchen and bath section. So what I do is I grab, it's like just one of these little rails, and then these are to hold like soap and dispensers. So look, kind of like you look in here. And so this is just a tin can. Oh, here we go. 20922 is what number that is. So that might help. And then that comes as a set. So then I just throw the markers in there, let it rock on there, and that's just a perfect place to put your markers, your rubbing alcohol, your towels, and then we just use lint towels to dry erase. So we'll just come down here, get some rubbing alcohol. As you can see, that erases perfectly, and you have yourself a beautiful whiteboard. So anyways, thanks for watching this week's Unstoppable Core. I look forward to seeing you on next week's episode.